have been just a little bit stilled. And Mansur Akhtar is chasing. Tabari is off the mark with 3. Bowling is quite wayward at the moment. Another no ball. This is not going to please his skipper very much. No balls, wide bowling, wasting new ball. Oh, it must be. He almost did it once before. Imran Khan with that in-dipper. And an error of judgment from Randall, following on the one he allowed to pass a little earlier that went just about over the top of off stump.
And here we can see it from the City end. You can see the line of this ball he had to play at.
And he's gone. Caught behind. Good catch by Wasim Bari. Had to go low away to his right. Sikander back, picks up the wicket of Alan Lamb, and England 37 for 2 with Lamb gone for 6.
And Alan Lamb banging his bat on the ground as he walked out then. Will not be terribly pleased with that shot he played.
Just short of jug of me and Dad. There's no chance, but it is 4 runs. 50 comes up for England for the loss of 2 wickets. The men out, Randall and Lamb. Well, that's a change in pace onto the bat. And certainly off it as well. Another no ball. It's 4 runs this time to Chris Tabari.
That's the gap again. It's a leg spinner which he picked up nicely. Beautiful piece of placement there by Gar. Smack between mid-on and mid-wicket for 4 runs. Well, that's another good shot. Picked it again this time. It's off a no ball. It's 4 more for Gar. Just cut loose and liven up the afternoon's play with a couple of boundaries. That's another lovely square cut. Plays this exceptionally well. 4 runs. 100 comes up for England. It's taken into the 39th over for the loss of 2 wickets. Oh, that's a good shot. It's as good a shot as Chris Tabari has played all day.
Once again, a splendid piece of fielding out there. Pakistan have done well in the field, particularly Harun Rashid, who has come on for Zahir. And Gower has gone to 50.
And he's gone this time. A little outside edge. David Gower goes for 74, and if anybody deserved to take the wicket, it was surely Imran. His 2nd wicket, 164 for 3 now, England. And another fairly comfortable catch this time to Wasim Bari. That's a lovely shot. It's as good a shot as Chris Tabari has played here all day. Wide half volley, but picked his spot and timed it beautifully. And he's bowling. Botham's gone. Beaten there with a fine delivery. A little bit of extra pace too. Seems to be in fact beaten by the pace. And a great feather in Imran's cap to get rid of Ian Botham for 2. 172 for 4 now.
Try and gauge the speed of Imran's bowling here. Botham's brought the best out of him, no doubt about that. All set, and suddenly, whoosh, back off the seam. Plenty of room there.
Khan, and that's it. Finally, Tavares got him away for a single. 50 is hoisted on the board for him. It's taken a long, long time, but in many ways it's been an innings of great value. He's going out this time. Yes, Tavares gone just on the stroke of tea here. Pushing forward, lobbing there, the googly inside edge onto the pad. So the patient innings of Chris Tavares ends with a score on 54, making England at tea here, 179 for 5. David Meander, the man taking the catch.
It's a good shot. Beautiful stroke. That's a beautifully timed shot there from Jeff Miller. And Gadding's away off the mark. A good-looking stroke through extra cover. Another fine shot from Mike Gatting. And the 200 comes up now for England. A sudden rush of strokes here after tea.
Looked a great shot. Got Oliver West Indian, that Englishman. And he's bowled him all over the place. Oh, what a comeback there for Tahir, being put away by that magnificent shot from Gattin. And Gattin looks round in disbelief. He can't believe it. But they've been knocked over, Michael. And it's 227 for 6. And he's gone for 17. That's a nice half volley. It's been pushed away very confidently for 4 runs. So tense relief there for Ian Gregg. He's found the gap all right this time. That's racing away for 4. Nice and wide and lent into it. It's a no ball, bringing 4 runs. There's nobody down there. At the outside edge, beating the slips.
Well, that's the penalty you pay for fooling around with the field out there, as Pakistan are doing at the moment. They've certainly managed to keep Ian Gregg at the striker's end for Abdul Qadir, but it's cost them 4 runs. Well, that didn't get up at all. But even that's not going to be any consolation for Jeff Miller on 47. And seeing the chance of picking up a half-century from Imran Khan's loosener.
Jeff Miller's not going to be happy with the sight of this. It's a shot that he didn't have to play. It wasn't all that short. Didn't bounce at all. He was unlucky in that respect.
It's out. Must be. That one looked plumb. A lot of the earlier appeals were quite a bit away from being out, but that one looked plumb.
Just watch Eddie Hemmings. He doesn't actually make much ground forward. He gets the front foot across eventually, but no ground forward.
And that's out as well. Not much doubt about that. Beaten for pace. 271 for 9.
And what is so impressive is the energy put into bowling even at this time of day by Imran Khan. He's bowled tremendously well right through the day.
And he's gone this time, another short one. There's no limit on them. The innings is over. Greg is caught by Haroon Rashid off Imran to give Imran 7 wickets. The England innings finishes at 272.
England finishing at 272 all out. 74 by David Gower being the top score. Earlier a 54 by Chris Tavre, that was useful. And later a 47 by Miller, bowled Imran Khan. 38 extras given away by the Pakistan bowlers. Imran Khan finished with 7 for 52, one of his best performances ever. And a wicket apiece for Tahir Nakash, Sikandar Buck and Abdul Qadir, who was a little expensive, 1 for 70.
Went to Ian Botham. He came in sensibly given the new ball by Bob Willis, a good piece of captaincy that, and he had Madassa LBW. Tahir was there as night watchman. Mohsin Khan hadn't faced a ball yesterday. It was 4 for 1 wicket. Just 2 singles added this morning as we pick up play. It's in the first over, and Ian Gregg is bowling to Mohsin Khan.
And that's a streaky outside edge, racing away for 4 runs, possibly not just a chance, but bisecting first and second slip.
Yes, good line, good length, Ian Gregg. Good line, good length from Ian Gregg, and it flashes between first and second slip. That would have been a tremendous catch if it had been taken.
And he deals with that in fine style. Beautiful shot there from Mohsin Khan, takes 4 off Botham. Oh, that's a lovely shot, forced off the back foot again. So the night watchman making the most of his opportunity here. That's short again. And another great hook shot.
Another class shot. They do enjoy the short ball, and it's really fast. And watch the ball right onto the bat. Tremendous pivot.
Gregg again to Tahir. He's gone this time. Good catch by Bob Taylor. He went for that all right, and just as well. The big right glove safely pouching it. The night watchman Tahir goes out for 12. A first test wicket for Ian Gregg. And Pakistan 29 for 2.
But Tahir beginning to look dangerous, looking for his strokes, and he'd middled the ball pretty well. Looking for the big shot again. Outside edge. Taylor this time fills the gap between himself and Miller and takes a very good catch right-handed.
Well, that's Mansour coming into the act now. He gets the short one. And these Pakistan boys like the pull and hook shot. And that was pulled, in fact, sooner than hooked, pulled in front of square.
Well, they play this shot so well. In front of square, plenty of time. And we really come to the moment, I think, when Bob Willis has to tell Ian Botham to keep the ball up to the bat, and that's where he stands most chance of getting these batsmen out. They play this shot naturally and well.
That's another beautifully timed shot. Again, it's racing through mid-wicket for 4. So picking Gregg up on either side of the wicket.
There it is again. Absolutely on top of it. No danger of the ball going in the air at all.
Well, Willis has decided he's not going to have a word with both of them, apart from asking him to take another sweater. He himself is coming on to take over at the city end. That's wide of both of them. That's going to be 4 runs too. Two streaky runs here off the outside edge, and the 50 comes up on the board. 53 for 2.
It's both of them to Mohsin Khan.
Mohsin Khan will never forget that moment. He's got himself partly to blame. He let himself be worried into checking the ball and double checking it, and Botham very cleverly let him have a bouncer next ball. It was always on that the next one would be short, and that Mohsin Khan, scuffling and mumbling away there at the far end, would go for the hook. And that is a great breakthrough for England, and one that shows a lot of experience on the part of the England bowlers and not very much experience on the part of Mohsin Khan. I don't think that will have worried Ian Botham too much. Didn't get a full face at the bat on that.
Not a great shot, this. Good bouncer. And Javed really trying to hit it too hard, I think.
It's a beautiful shot. Ball ducking in, hitting it with the swing. And then the speedy get in. Lefty back heel, which his brother would have been proud of. Javed takes his total on to 21. 100 for 3 coming up in the 24th over. Fine scoring rate. Really latched onto that one.
No margin of error here for medium pacers. Short outside the off stump. And Javed Miandad doesn't make mistakes with them.
Hemmings to Miandad. He's gone up, hit him high over the top of mid-on. Well, chase him back. Oh, a fine bowl shot there from Miandad. Noticed that there was nobody back on the boundary. His idea was that he can't bowl off spinners to me without a man out.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of an early time to take the chance on that, Jim. And he was very, very lucky to get away with that.
Well, it's in the air this time, and it's safely bounced. Well, it's hard to credit the performance there of Javed Miandad. Should have learnt his lesson the first time. And it's another good Warwickshire combination there. Or old Warwickshire combination, because Bob Willis has taken his second good catch of the morning. And all the England boys thrilled there for an early success for Eddie Hemmings. And a nice scalp to pick up too, Javed Miandad. So 110 for 4, and I think the Pakistan supporters will feel that Javed has thrown it away. $111 for 4, Botham to Mansour. There's a short one again, it's hooked it round. A nice pick up, could be trouble here. He's, oh, I know they're still going to get 4 out of it. What an amazing piece of cricket. Bodies all over the field, batsmen all at one end, wild throws, and it still finishes up with 4 runs.
And here's the bouncer again. Paddles it round. Marvellous pick-up by Ian Gregg on the half volley. Throws it in. Ian Botham picks it up, and really, he could nearly have beaten him to the wicket. Head in his hands, misery.
4 more added to take the lunch score up to 119 for 4. Beautifully timed stroke by Mansour Akhtar. So Ian Botham just having a little repair job done there on And I'm just trying to recall where he would have injured it. Beautiful boundary, that. It's time to perfection. Quite effortless, the stroke. No fierce contact.
Well, just look, Eddie Hemmings is only to give Zahir an inch or two outside the off stump. It wasn't wide at all, really. Just a foot, and that's enough for Zahir to find room.
That's a chance. I reckon it got him on that bad hand as well.
It's that same punch shot outside the off stump. Straight to Ian Botham, knee high, but very, very quickly.
Pakistan are halfway towards equaling England's score. They still have 6 wickets in hand. There's a good effort by Greg, but beautifully timed, and the most marvellous piece of placing by Zahir, because it just split Gower and Ian Gregg.
That's a lovely shot. No need at all for anybody to attempt to cut that off. Went like a rocket off the back foot. He's placed it this time to perfection again, enabling him to get the 1 run, which takes him on to a well-deserved 50. 117 balls Mansour has faced. His first Test 50, in fact, has included 6 boundaries. And allowing himself a little grin, handshake from the experienced Zahir, a pat on the back. And very good to make your first 50 in a Test match. At a 148 for 4. That's a good shot. 4 runs. One of the few opportunities the 24-year-old Mansour has had to drive on the offside. He's made the most of it. And he's gone. Straight into Miller's hands behind. Fairly simple catch. Eddie Hemmings takes another wicket. Pakistan 164 for 5, and Mansour Akhtar has gone for 58. Went to play the sweep shot, but couldn't keep it along the ground. No problems for Jeff Miller in taking that catch. That turn, found the outside edge, well bowled. So unlucky, it's going to concede him runs. Wasim Raja safely off the mark with 3.
Very fine glance for 4.
Word with his partner.
Beautifully timed stroke. With a beautiful flow of the bats here when he plays that stroke. Makes it look so easy.
He really is a fine player. Front foot right to the pitch of the ball and straight through there. It can't be any better than that.
That's very close. Yes, it is. Well, he hadn't shown much scope for beating the bat up to then. That looked as though it came back just inside the forward stroke. But Zahir has gone for a very well-made 40. That's 6. Very big hit. And a pretty good shot for a man who has only just got off the mark.
And this is a beautiful strike. He stands so still when he strikes.
Just one more run at it to take that score along to 210 for 6.
Has he caught it? Yes, it's carried. No question this time. Chris Taverick getting a good catch there at second slip to dismiss Wasim Raja. So the left-hander goes for 26. It's the first wicket for Bob Willis, thanks to that good, smart Taverick catch. 217 then for 7. Well, he swept that away with a spin over the mid-wicket boundary. Been waiting for the over-pitch ball, pitching out leg middle, and helped on its way. That's short, hooked high in the air. Bob Taylor's coming round. Under it, and a safe pair of hands. Another wicket for Bob Willis. Imran Khan, yet another Pakistan batsman to throw his wicket away with an ill-judged shot. He goes for 22, and Pakistan now 227 for 8.
Well, Imran had played the hook shot pretty well to this point, but up it went. You see how high it went, and Mike Gatting is under it. Almost anyone could catch it. They're all praying that Taylor would get there with the gloves, and Bob Taylor does the trick.
Of encouragement here, big Bob Willis. He's steered that or guided it very nicely past cover point. Amazing how this ball does gather pace, but it's not going to elude both of them this time. Good run round. That's a fine shot. Really, much too short by Greg and hammered away by Wasim Barry.
Marvellous shot again. Wasim Barry not attempting to get behind the ball, but you don't need to when it's short. And that rifled off the back is tremendous. So.
It's not going to help. He's cracked it over the top of extra cover.
Always the same when you try to keep the batsman at that end and place defensive fielders. It's a chance to slog it over that tight ring, and that went over cover for 4.
Ian Grigg bowling to Wasim Barry. Well, stop. Three to Wasim Barry. Abdul Qadir now has strike. And that's very out. That's as plumb as anything I've seen for a long time. It didn't seem to do very much. Looked as though it had Abdul Qadir playing across it. .251 for 9, and Sikandar has strike. Great piece of cricket that is. On his own ground, Eddie Hemmings in his first test has picked up 2 wickets and then a marvellous catch at the end. Own ground where he started the game before moving away to Nottinghamshire.
Yes, I think Sikandar rather fancied his chances here. He was quite happy to take strike. And when he saw the full toss, the eyes lit up, tried to force it. And that was a fine catch by Eddie Hemmings. It was dropping in front of him. He was in under it.
Well, that's a great effort from the England bowlers. A lead of 21 runs there. They made 272 and bowled out Pakistan for 251. And once again, Pakistan, when they look at that scorecard, will just think of what might have been. A top score of 58 for Mansour. There were good partnerships all the way down the line, but they never, ever managed to go on with it. And the England bowling, well, there's 1 or 2 surprise packets there. Ian Botham 2 for 86, that's not a surprise packet, but Ian Gregg is 4 for 53 and opening the bowling for England as well. Bob Willis on at first change taking 2, and I thought the best bowler of the day was Eddie Hemmings, 2 for 56, 24 overs and 5 maidens. Fine effort from him, so a lead of 21 for England. A good effort, some marvellous play, some good batting, good bowling up to that point, and here's the start of the England innings with that lead of 21. Derek Randall is taking strike to Imran Khan. His partner is Chris Tavery. It's a good delivery to start with from Imran Khan. New ball will have for which shouldn't really be credited against Wasim Bari. In fact, they've been given us 4 wides.
Third over then for Imran Khan. And runs for Tavery. 4 runs in fact. Short ball on the leg stump, very nicely played. That's a good shot. Nice half volley, but, pushed away very confidently by Tavery. Big gap there between the bowler and mid-off, and he found it.
And a very good shot this. Perfect straight drive.
A little bit of luck there for Derek Randall. Dug that in, he had a flick at it and got the ball between.
And no runs have been added. Beautiful stroke for 4. Shorter than Imran would have wanted it, and that's just about Randall's pet shot. Good bogey, good wrong-un. Not unfair to say that Randall didn't pick it.
Yes, it's the googly, turns a lot, Randall on the back foot, and it, well, all but bowls him, and I think he'll be happy to jig away and pick up a few runs.
Oh, well done. That's a fine catch.
A fine bit of bowling by Imran Khan. Out of the same action, suddenly the extra effort whacked it in short. Tavery is behind it, but ball out of control, and the lovely falling catch.
So the breakthrough achieved by Imran Khan, a real strike bowler of East Pakistan. Picks up the top edge.
Well, I said pick the right shots. That really was not a great shot, foot nowhere near it, but it worked against the spin.
Lamb didn't face Abdul Qadir in the first innings. He's made a good start on this one. What's needed polished a bowler of this type. It was good footwork.
So over pitch ball, the half volley. He's placed it away all right this time. Thwaites to cover for 4, and the 4 brings Derek Randall past the 50 mark. 52 on the board now. Received just 71 balls, and including 7 boundaries. He's just had a few problems with the leg spin of Kadir this morning. And faces him again. He's mowed that round through mid-wicket. Not the most elegant shot in the business, but a very effective one this time. Oh, well bowled, that's out. That really came back very sharply. Alan Lamb back on the defensive, on the back foot this time. And no question at all there. Morgan Evans' mind, up went the finger in a flash, and that must have knocked out middle.
No ball called. 4 runs. I doubt if Gower changed the stroke there. He was always going to thump it away past point.
Played off the back foot square. Short outside the off stump. David Gower right across behind it. Fine stroke.
And that's an even better one.
Well, he gave him a little bit of practice the ball before. He's not going to make any mistake with this one. That sounded absolutely super off the bat there.
Got him. Madassa at second slip, and that one lifted alarmingly from a good length. And David Gower, I suspect, in the end, was probably trying to get his bat out of the road, but it flew very fast indeed to Madassa on his right hand, and only a moment before he'd been signalling that he was having difficulty picking the ball up in the background. 127 for 3 now. It's a fine shot, but it is a strange field setting to have no mid-on.
And I reckon Mike Gatting picked the googly then. Got his foot close to the ball, cracked it straight. What a fine way to get off the mark.
Go on. Tahir has picked up Mike Gatting's wicket with what looked to be an away swinger.
And I suspect this one a little bit of a wide delivery. Yes, it did absolutely nothing. Mike Gatting driving at it from a long way away. And we'll probably see it a little bit better from the City end, how wide this delivery was. And really, the only thing you can say is that it wasn't a terribly good shot.
Tahir Nakash to bowl to Ian Botham, and Imran Khan's mind will be flitting from possibility to possibility now. Does he come back on himself and have a go at Botham? Here's Tahir. Very close, closer than that. It's out first ball, and Tahir for Pakistan is the hero. 4 wickets to Tahir Nakash in an extraordinary display of medium pace bowling here this morning, and England in disarray at 137 for 5.
And we can see very clearly from the City end, it's just fired in, and I reckon probably would have hit just inside the leg stump.
No need for Imran Khan to worry about coming on to bowl to Ian Botham now. Tahir's done the job. 3 slips gully, silly mid off, and short forward square. Change in the field there. Mohsin Khan has come to a second short point. Square with the wicket. Wasim Raj has gone into slip, but it's very wide. Oh, well bowled. Didn't pick that. Just 3 more runs added to take the total up at lunchtime to 1 to bowl to Jeff Miller.
And again he's bowling with a beauty. That one came back, and Miller looking in dismay there. But it was another fine ball, and Miller too committed to the back foot, loses his leg stump.
This is it again. Now you see how the ball comes back so sharply from outside that off stump. And Miller had waited on the back foot for it, and out goes the leg stump.
That's an adventurous shot, happily for Randall and England. He middled it, but he whacked that away around the mid-wicket from somewhere around about off stump.
Well, it's him or me, Randall says, and not in the coaching book against the spin.
Oh, it's very close. Just fractionally away from that off stump.
Well, this really is the leg spinner's art.
That bolt from the end of the line. It's again very smartly played. Got right in position, turned it away. That's 4 very valuable runs for Derek Randall. That's a good time to hit a boundary that goes from 92 to 96. That's a lovely shot. Nice half volley pitching about the leg stump. Golden ring these days, top class batsman. And Greg making no mistake. 3 runs there for him.
Yes, nicely timed, and Tahir straying for this 1 ball.
Oh, well bowled. He's finally struck at last, Kadir, and my word, he's deserved that wicket. So Ian Gregg goes for 7. It's 170 for 7 now. And the forward push, but as Tony Lewis says, he'd forgotten to keep the bat and pad close together. Googly turn insufficient to find that little gap and take the top of the off stump. It's Dispenser, the deep square. He's coming in to save the single. Just trying to put this little bit of pressure on a batsman on 99. Oh, what a lovely ball. A long hop is bowled. Oh, my word, it couldn't have been better for Derek Randall. Halfway down, at the first bad ball is bowled in a spell. It's hammered away for 4 runs, taking Derek Randall through to a fine 100. 103 out of a total of 175 for 7.
And played on. Randall has gone, and he won't be too pleased about that, because he'll realise later that Eddie Hemmings, in fact, is playing pretty well at the moment, and that is almost a sacrifice wicket.
And no shot at all, really. Drags it back off the inside edge into the middle.
So we're pitched and driven very firmly into short extra, covers hands, and Eddie Hemmings goes. So Mansour takes the catch at short extra. It's a second wicket for the spinner, Abdul Qadir. The end of a useful little innings there from Eddie Hemmings, made 19. But it leaves England now on 212 for 9.
this well-flighted leg spinner. It's up in the air a long time. And it just bounces a little bit as Eddie Hemmings drives. And he hits it straight into Mansour Akhtar's hands at short extra cover.
Well, the shot there from Bob Taylor has been sat in the pavilion watching Derek Randall, I think.
And no question here, Bob Taylor picked the googly, foot down the wicket and hit it with the spin.
Well, it's got through again. And in fact, rattle against the boards for 4. Another thick outside edge, evading both slippers.
Just one more run added to take the tea time score along to 235 for 9 and facing Abdul Qadir. Thanks, Peter, and it just shows how valuable the bat is. You will have all read the story of the fellow who kicked his way to a great century, the century of a lifetime. But Bob Willis is never likely to be able to do that. Good blow straight after tea. And Willis now goes to 12, as far as Pakistan are concerned. Dropped him. Can't believe that anyone can be expected to catch anything in that close.
Well, he's a bit close and also falling inwards, and
in them, he won't have played very many better shots than that.
really one of Bob Taylor's favourite shots. Always played the square cut well, but that really must be among the most handsome he's ever played. And how well he's played against Imran Khan.
That's a great shot by Bob Taylor. That's the 50 partnership. And what a tremendous effort it's been from these two. Bob Taylor going on to 41, Bob Willis 14. 52 the partnership, and they're only 3 away from equaling the record partnership for the 10th wicket for England against Pakistan. Already this year, Bob Willis has shared in a record 10th wicket stand. That was with Paul Allott for the 10th wicket against India at Lord's. And there's the new record for the 10th wicket, England against Pakistan. What a nice way to bring it up with such a delightful stroke off his toes. Bob Taylor, 2 runs there. Happy to keep the strike against Imran Khan.
And this is the other side of the new ball. When you do hit it, it goes much harder, much faster. And that was well timed by Bob Taylor.
He's fairly herring down that first one. He wants a second one, and my word, he's going to get it. A great cheer goes out for Bob Taylor. What a good 50 this has been. Played some good little fighting knocks for England, but never one more valuable than this. 128 balls, 4 fours in his third 50 for England in Test match cricket. And it's all over. Finally, Wasim Raja breaks through Outside edge, it goes. Took a deer at slip. And Bob Taylor is out for 54. England finally dismissed here for 291, leaving Bob Willis undefeated with 28, equaling then his best score in a test match. And Wasim very sportingly giving a pat on the back there to Bob Taylor. Fine innings from the little Derbyshire wicket-keeper. Most valuable runs. And that knock appreciated by his captain, Bob Willis.
What a scorecard and what a day. Pakistan at one stage had ripped through the middle of the England order. Only Randall stood between them and an almost certain victory. And then Hemmings and more so Taylor and Willis put together those splendid partnerships down the bottom that produced 291 and a total lead of 312. The bowling figures make interesting reading there because Imran Khan and Abdul Qadir did most of the bowling. Between them they picked up 4 wickets, 2 for 84 and 2 for 100 respectively. Abdul Qadir beat the bat on many occasions without result. Tahir Nakash, 18 overs, 7 maidens, 5 for 40. Now I wonder what everyone will make of that in years to come when they look at the scorecard. I wonder if they'll think that Tahir Nakash must have broken down in the middle of that day. He didn't, and he was the most successful of the Pakistan bowlers in a day that'll be long remembered by everyone here at the Edgbaston ground. Great fighting cricket from England, who seem to be these days at their most dangerous when they look as though they're beaten. A fine performance that, and for Pakistan, well, they need 313 to win now. They don't have my money on them because England have shown such fighting spirit that that will be a very difficult task for the side batting last. Bob Taylor and Bob Willis.
And he's given him again, LBW. And up goes the umpire's finger, no doubt. Tremendous start. Paul Mudassar there, out for a pair. LBW twice. And Botham strikes his first incredible blow there for England. Mudassar, LBW from North. Immense disappointment, but tremendous start by England. And that's Edge, and he's gone too, and Botham struck again. A sensational start here. Not a very good shot, fairly wide delivery, going away still further. Mansour edging it through into the very safe hands there of Bob Taylor. And the flags fly. Tremendous over by Ian Botham. And you can't keep this fella out of the headlines. Oh, it's a magnificent shot. Awesome, coming back for 2 runs. Botham again to Javed Meander. Don't know too much about that. It was a good outswinger, but he got well forward to it. Ian Gregg doing the chasing, and it's 2 more runs. Fairly lashed into that one. Oh, word, he really gave that the full treatment. That's a beautiful shot. That's racing away. Hemmings giving chase. He's got no hope at all of cutting it off. That's the shot that he favours. Shot that most of these chaps favour these days. 4 runs, half volley, leg stump. And with very few exceptions, that one has been repeatedly put away for 4 in this test match. Tremendous piece of work there. Absolutely fantastic by Mike Gatton. He's already pulled off 1 or 2 remarkable stops. And Javed Meander, desperately unlucky, one might say, to be run out like that. But full marks to Mike Gatton. It really was a lightning piece of work.
And a good delivery here from Ian Botham, which Meander keeps out. He goes forward. And Gatting picks it up with his left hand, throws it, and just clips the off stump.
And 4 from the very first ball, Botham bowls. after the interval. Moson's favourite stroke. No third man. And Mosen Khan there bareheaded, and you'll see why in just a moment.
Yes, he absolutely launched himself into this shot, this off drive. Well bowled by Ian Botham, kept the ball well up to the bat. But look at that helmet, and it might run down his back. That might well have bounced onto the stumps.
Oh, that's got to be out. What on earth are they doing? How could you possibly not play a shot at that? Goodness gracious me. 54 for 4. Even with that slow outfield, Eddie Hemmings wasn't able to cut that off. Well, that's exactly what he did, but you didn't need the gullies, just into the safe hands of Bob Taylor, and that is very clever bowling and captaincy. .66 for 5, Pakistan now. And I hasten to say that there's absolutely nothing wrong with this pitch as compared with yesterday. It's doing exactly the same things, variable bounce and movement off the seam. I think he was expecting that turning. Three more to Wasim Raja.
6 in a row as he comes in to bowl to Wasim Raja. And one gets it, it's David Gower. Well, there you are, that's the joy of being on top, in front, and many runs ahead. You line up your slips, slanted across the left-hander, and with some luck, it sticks.
He's cleared the lot this time very safely. A big crash outside the off stump, thick edge right over the top of the array of slips. Well, that's 4 runs.
And that's the one. Ian Botham slowed it up that time and drew Wasim Bari into the stroke. 98 for 7. Wasim Bari caught Taylor, bowled Botham 12, and Imran Khan is 13 not out. Unorthodox. Well, unorthodox to say the very least. That's a good blow straight down the ground.
That's a chance, and it's taken, beautifully caught by Hemmings. Caught and bowled. So Tahir goes for 39. Hemmings has done the trick for England. It makes Pakistan 151 for 8.
Well, a very entertaining innings by Tahir. He's had a good match.
Good shot. Went past Bob Willis like a rocket. Even better. That's a great piece of fielding. Good work by Miller, but a great piece of fielding that. Randall going from very short point and giving it the long ballet slide. Six. Up comes Imran's 50. And that's an even bigger 6. Safely way behind point. Imran goes to 65. Hold him. Finish. Imran out. Bowled by Jeff Miller. And England win this first Test match against Pakistan by 113 runs.
Pakistan were all out for 199 in 57 overs. It was only Imran Khan really with the technique and the experience to make any sort of score. He fought hard for his 65, but the rest were blown away by the tight, pressure, experienced bowling of Ian Botham and Bob Willis. We look at their figures, 4 wickets for Botham and 2 for Willis. At 98 for 7, all the wickets going down to the seam as Pakistan were never going to get out of jail.